All right, calling all cooks. If you have a treasured family recipe that you would like to donate to me at jenlowrywrites@gmail.com, go ahead and email it to me this week because I'm putting together a cookbook that in turn is going to be donated to the Raleigh Rescue Mission, where all of the funds that it generates, 100% of those funds are going to be going straight to the mission. So, how am I going to start this? How am I going to do this? Well, you know me and my trusted old Canva site. I'm going to get on, and each page, it's going to be our family recipe. And I have to definitely include chicken and pastry, one of my mama's favorite recipes and one of our families to receive. And I still make it homemade for my family today. So as you can see, this is one I'm going to contribute, and then I'm dedicating it to my mama. At the bottom of each one of the family recipe pages, I'm going to put a Bible verse and have a short Bible devotional or a challenge or some way that they can talk about over while they're cooking, something with the ingredients or something with the memory. And it's going to be at the bottom of the page. And as you can see, this is going to be a really short section, but it's going to be there. And then each page is going to have the Raleigh Rescue Mission on the bottom. So this page can be reserved for you. So all I have to do is type your name here, who you would like this to be dedicated to. I would take the chicken and pastry name off. Your recipe would go here. And if you want to include other items as well for the book, you may do so. I'm going to go through them and look at size and be able to go through like different poetry pieces. Maybe you don't have a recipe to share, but you might like to provide a Bible devotional, and we can add them in as insert pages. So all I'd have to do was add that new page, and here's where your point would be. So, I'm talking about poetry. Let's add poetry to this book. Think about a cookbook when you're opening it up and you've got it up there on your counter. And so you're making the ingredients, your family's around you, your kids are helping you, but then there's a poem or there is a Bible verse. Pages can just have Bible verses on them. So if you just want to send your favorite Bible verse and send that to me, and I'll add it in there. So the name of the book is called Southern Recipes, Cooking with Soul, Bible Devotional Cookbook. And it's going to be a part of the Sweet Potato and Company shop that I'm going to have, that people will be able to come through. Not only, will they see the jewelry and everything, but they'll be saying, oh, well, what's up with Sweet Potato? This is very close to my heart. Sweet Potato Jones, the character in my story, her family is homeless. And she meets Miss Sunshine Patterson of the Soul Food Restaurant. And in that place, she's able to grow. And I won't go any further because it's about Miss Sunshine Patterson giving back to that family. Well, what can we do? How can we help the Raleigh Rescue Mission? We can build this cookbook together. We can put in family recipes, poetry. We love to write. You're on here, so that means you're writing. You could do this as a homeschool project. You could do kid-friendly recipes. So all of my moms out there who watch the channel, How could you do this with your kids? Easy. Ask them what's their favorite recipe. Who would they dedicate it to? Have each one of your children create a recipe. Let them be chefs and try out something new. And then donate that recipe to us. And then there we go. It's right there in the cookbook that is going to be published on Amazon. We are going to make paperback copies that are going to be placed in the Raleigh Rescue Mission store. But I want you to look at these numbers, and I've left them up there for a moment. The one in the middle really gets to me. I work at Wake County Schools, and to see that over 3,900 children are homeless and are in our school system, we need to do more. But it costs so much it's funding, it's money. What can we do? If you want to go and donate to the Raleigh Rescue Mission, there's that donate button. But if you have a recipe that you would like to share to help build this recipe book, think about how many people love to cook and they may want to purchase one of these books and then pass it on to their children. And so that's something that we can do that could be, a monetary donation every month, however much money we can make off of the book. So I ask you today to pray about it and to really consider donating funds, money. Go right on. Go to their website. Help out the Raleigh Rescue Mission, a Christian-based organization. Or if you don't have the funds to spare, but you have that recipe box of your granny's, like I do, and you want to put her strawberry jam in there, I got to tell you about my story, my granny's strawberry jam. She used to make it every year, and I loved getting her mason jar of strawberry jam. So one year I was like, Granny, you going to give us any of that strawberry jam this year? She's like, yeah, I'll bring some over the next time I come. The next time Granny showed up, she didn't have strawberry jam, but in her purse, in her granny pocketbook, she's pulling out a recipe card, and she hands me strawberry jam. And she said, now, you and your daddy can go make some strawberry jam. So I'll never forget laughing about that while my daddy and I were at the stove with this gigantic pot, making and stirring. And I'm like, no wonder she wanted me to make the strawberry jam. She was like, it's her turn. She can do it. But now I have that. Not only do I have the memory, but I have the recipe. And that's going to be one that I'm going to donate to into the book. So without you sending me your family recipes and donating or writing poetry, it's just going to be filled with the Raleigh Rescue Mission Sweet Potato and Company, meaning my mama and my granny and my grandma's recipes in this book. But I'm giving you a chance to become a part of this project and give back with me. So send me your recipes. I'm going to go back and I'm going to show you what I would need. Of course, the ingredients and the steps. But make sure you send a Bible verse with you. You can send a very short devotional or a memory. Then, if you want me to include a poem, like I have a friend who wrote a poem already and she sent it to me, I will take a blank page and I'm going to leave them blank, white. There's not going to be any image behind. It's just going to be a white page, and it's going to be poetry centered right down the middle. So that is going to be the separation of the poetry. I am going to, of course, put the logo of the Raleigh Rescue Mission on that poetry page too. Each page will have that logo to remind the person that has purchased that book that what they've done has helped the family, has helped that organization to help a family. But it also can bring to mind that we are doing this as a service to the Lord. And so if you have your family around you, if your children are cooking with you, like my kids cook with me, then when we have that book open and they'll see the cross. So I think that would be a great addition to every page. What do you think? So now you guys know about my adventures over spring break. Yes, I am going to be spending quality time with the boys, and we're going to be having our daily homeschool adventures. But we're also going to be building the cookbook. And I'm creating a team share on this one. So my boys are also going to be helping me fix up the cookbook. I want this to be a family effort. So if you would like this to also be a family project, share it out on Facebook, share it out on Twitter, wherever you are in the social media world. Calling all cooks. Let's donate recipes. And then I'll go through them and I will let you know if yours has made it to the cookbook. If you send poems for the cookbook, I'll let you know if it makes it there too. And I will let you have a PDF version that you'll be able to share with your family since you have donated. And then I hope that you would also go on Amazon and pick up a copy of the paperback version for yourself. So Sweet Potato and Company is at it again, this time to support the Raleigh Rescue Mission. All right. You guys have a blessed one. Don't forget, it's jenlowrywrites@gmail.com. I'm going to put down in the description my email address for you to send whatever the Lord puts on your heart that could possibly be chosen and placed in our cookbook for our donation. Just know that when you donate, all of those rights of the poetry, like if you put poetry here, but then you want to submit it to a contest or it's your work. You own the work. But it's also going to be here out there for the world. So have a blessed one.